Hey there, it's Chris Marlowe, Copywriter's Coach. Are you a copywriter who's struggling to find your niche? You know, that is the starting place for copywriters, and it really gets a lot of copywriters stuck. Where do you belong? A lot of copywriters feel that they don't really fit into the copywriting world because they don't really understand how they can connect their past history with a copywriting niche. Well, there is a lot. My dog is breathing. Sorry about that. But anyway, that's Sailor. You should know Sailor. Sailor is a big part of my business. Let me introduce Sailor. Come here, Sailor. There we go. There's Sailor. Yeah, there's my boy. He's been with me for 11 years now. He actually owns this business, Sailor Inc. Anyway, so back to the subject of niche. A lot of copywriters think that they don't really fit into the copywriting world, but they do. I have worked with hundreds of copywriters over the course of, since 2003. And there's never been anyone that I've worked with that we haven't been able to find a good niche for. So there's a niche for you. Now, the easy niches, the ones that everybody goes into, are finance, health, alternative health particularly, because the big agencies work with mainstream health more than the alternative health. Actually, some agencies do work in alternative health. But as far as working with hospitals and doctors and clinics and things like that, that's not really the best place for a copywriter. A copywriter does much better in alternative health and in medical devices because it's part of the technology world, and technology is another really big niche for copywriters. Can't go wrong there. Many sub-niches. Also, construction is huge. People don't think about it as much, but construction and agriculture, really big, rich niches for copywriters. And don't forget the local angle. If you live in a big city that has a lot of good commerce going on, there are a lot of companies that really would love to work with a local copywriter because most copywriters don't want to work with local businesses. They just want to stay home and, stay as far away from the office as possible. And we can't blame them. But if you're starting out as a copywriter and you're trying to figure out how can I get a foothold, it's a really great way to get your copywriting career started. And that is by being willing to go down to a local business's office and tell them, I want to be part of your team. I want to come to a meeting now and then, or a lot of meetings. They like that. You won't necessarily like it, and it won't last for very long. You go to a few and then you kind of just go, well, I'll just keep working from home. That's kind of how that works. But bottom line is know that there is a niche for you. You can pick a big traditional niche that is safe and go in and get started and then pivot into something else. Or you can work with a coach like myself who knows all the sub-niches and has been able to put copywriters into some very unique places that not a lot of other people know about because it just simply works really well with their unique background. And you are unique. We are all unique. No matter what it is that you've been doing, or even if you haven't got a lot in your background yet, there is a place for you. So feel good about that. Go with the safe niches or work with a coach to find something more refined. And that is today's tip. If you like this tip, go ahead and subscribe, please, to the channel. I'd really appreciate it if you would also like my channel or like my page and pass this on to your copywriter friends. It's good information because niching is a stress at the very beginning. Where do I belong? If only I could figure that out, then I can move forward. You'd be doing a big favor to your friends in the copywriting world who are wondering, where shall I go? How do I start? Get that thing out of the way and bam, you're off. Now you know what you need to do. So we'll see you next week with another fantastic tip.